Osas Koli Sunsa describes an aspect of the Carnival Street of 19th century in Mastlin. In the year 1842, this street bore the name of Antiguo Correo, at least in the blocks located between Constitucion and Angel Flores streets. Obviously, because at some point in the previous years, the post office was located somewhere in it. The portion of the street, which went from its intersection with Constitucion Street to the south, was also known as the Old Meson, because the Meson named Bank Exchange was there for many years, and also Guadalupe. According to the minutes of the Cabildo session, held in May 1846, which states that, being extremely untidy the named street, from the Plaza de Gallos, which should go out to Don Julio Lomer, crossing the lagoon. And knowing that the farm owned by Lomer was located on the northeast corner of Carnival and Constitucion streets, and that indeed, for a large area that now crosses the street, there was a lagoon. It is then inferred that the original name of this street was Plaza de Gallos, surely because the Palenque de Gallos was found there, of which there was almost always one in Mastlin during the 19th century. The cock seat, as it was called, was put up for public auction by the municipality, and the highest bidder was the one who was granted its exploitation, for a certain period. This, together with the auctions of the amusement parks, was an income that the municipality always counted on. Let's see the record that was drawn up for a typical auction, held in 1848. In the port of Mastlin, on September 24, 1848, the auction of the Palenque or Plaza de Gallos was opened, so that it was invited by public notices. They appeared at the appointed time, Don Paulino Paredes, Don Pablo Arredondo, and Don Basilio Garcia. The first two, with payment papers, and the last one with cash. And understanding that the time, for which the position will be auctioned off, would be 1 year, and that the payments would be made months in advance. Don Paulino Paredes made the position of 20 pesos for the year, which Don Pablo Arredondo improved by 25 pesos. This one was at 26 pesos for Paredes, and so on, they were improving, until for Don Pablo Arredondo, the one for 70 pesos was made, on condition of giving a good and decent place, where all kinds of people could present themselves to have fun in comfort. And there being no one to improve his position, the auction was made in his person, for the 70 pesos offered, giving him the good pro. In such terms, the act was concluded, sending the vocal lord, Mr. Jose F. de Leon, president in turn. Due to illness of the owner, the auctioneer is issued his corresponding office, and the municipal treasurer is officiated, so that he is understood to make the collection, and that from this auction, the corresponding file is formed, adding the payment paper, and minute of the deposit of the assentista, and sign the said Mr. President, auctioneer before me, the secretary. Likewise, it could have been along this street where Jose Castellan, director of the dramatic company, installed a theater, which motivated Job Carrillo, on his behalf, to address the City Hall on November 30, 1864, explaining that having formed a provisional theater, at the cost of 1,000 sacrifices, in the place previously known as Plaza de Gallos, to give some performances. The only thing missing for the company is the permission of the City Council to begin its tasks, which will begin this week. In such virtue, I beg the City Council to grant the respective license, and that it be free of the tax set on entertainment, by virtue of the increased expenses imposed by the company, and of which it may not be easy to reimburse. The life of this provisional theater must have been ephemeral, because a few years later, Castellan himself built another on this same street,